What's up, everybody? Jim Games Live here, and in today's video, I will be reacting to the band. Now, bear with me here. Heilung? I'm butchering it, and I'm totally sorry. I don't know how to pronounce his name. It sounds interesting. I don't know. This has been a recommendation from you guys. I've seen it in the comments a couple times, and I'm excited to check it out today because I love finding new music, and you guys have not let me down with some fantastic recommendations. All right, before I get started, please consider liking and subscribing. Hit that notification bell if you want to catch our live show sometime. And without further ado, away we go. All right, guys, show me what you got. Hearing birds. What is this? Now, this is live, but I don't hear anybody. I don't hear the crowd. Why is it so quiet? This. I'm gonna stop for 1 second and just try and... What is this? First off, all right, let's just talk about the vocals for 1 second. We're very early in this performance. This is gonna be a fairly long video as well. But the vocals themselves, like his deep, rich baritone vocals, almost sound kind of synthetic in nature because it has that little slight rasp and gurgle to it, which is really unique. And I think he's bouncing back and forth off of two different vocalists as well. We're seeing several different percussion sections in this band. And they're using like the old school, like not old school, but like the really old like lambskin style drums that get like that rich, almost like tom type feeling to them. This is going to be unique. Thank you for this one, guys. Let's keep going. I don't even know where this is going to go. It's kind of scary. I'm about to be sacrificed. some modulation pedals. I feel like I get stuck in a trance there for a second. Like I get hypnotized. Bringing us back, man. How was that thing? It's just a string? Vocals almost sound like a flute.
Najaugis Ayurtsi Au is Urki Uinis Ik.
Wow. Okay. Let me do this. Jeez. Okay. Well, that was a weird one. I don't think I've ever heard anything quite like that before. It really feels like you're kind of taking a step back in history here. I feel like I'm listening to music from my ancestors. It's meditative. It's entrancing. I mean, for a few minutes there, I feel like I just kind of zoned out. I was like, whoa, what is this? It sounds really simple. It kind of almost is simple with the beats and everything like that. But it just there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on with like these little bells back here. You can hear from the jingling from the drums itself. Just kind of adds a different like little atmospheric to it. I did see some modulation pedals and things like that. So maybe they did use some sort of vocal effect, but they may not have, because if they did, it really was minimal. It was very, very minimal. Rich baritones mixed together with this lady's high-pitched, almost animalistic style of singing. She'll go from saying something or singing, I'm not sure what language you're talking in or singing. She'll go from singing something to translating the last line of what she's saying into almost the sound a horse might make. You know what I mean? It feels like, yeah, it feels like I just heard music from 1,000 years ago. You know, like what people were doing. Also, at the same point in time, it started off. I was a little kind of frightened by this. So I'm like, oh Jesus, it feels like I'm about to be like ritually sacrificed. You know what I mean? But pretty damn cool. This is really interesting. I had no idea stuff like this even existed. I mean, there's so many weird, interesting bands out there, and I could see why you guys wanted me to react to this, because this is something different. This is something you don't normally see. This is it's just different. And I would love to see these guys live, because what's really cool about this is the way the song started off. Is it started off so simple. I mean, it kind of, I don't want to say it's a simple song throughout, but it started off just with a little dun, 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 dun. And you could literally hear a pin drop in that audience. Like they're waiting for something, almost like you're seeing a Broadway play or something like that. But yeah, man, this is cool. This is pretty damn interesting. I would love to see more from these guys. I'm gonna have to add more to them once I figure out how to pronounce their name. You know what I mean? Wow, look how many people are there too. That's wild. And like I said at the beginning, you could hear almost like, I mean, there was like no, yeah, see right there, right over here. He could be mixing vocals or whatnot, but more often than not, he has some sort of modulation pedals, which I saw over in the corner from before, and that's what he's kind of messing with right now. So he's really mixing around with different textures and different layerings of sounds. That's like what this is. This is a song about textures and layering, and it's cool too to see like the old style like animal skinned drums. You know what I mean? Like sometimes they'll use lamb skin, they'll use other certain things, sheep or whatever. I've seen a bunch of stuff. Also, the way that she's playing the drum right here too. If you notice closely, if I get another frame, I'll stop on it. The drums aren't actually mic'd up. They're a little bit of ways away from the microphone. And why they do stuff like that is because it gives it a much wider actual sound. If you have it right on it, you're going to hear the attack of the drum, that I don't want to clap too loud, but you can see right there. Yeah, like look at her. She's playing this drum right over here. The microphone is up over here and back over here. Yeah, very interesting mic setup. So what they're trying to do here is they're trying to mic not only their voices and vocals, they're trying to mic the ambience of this music, because there's no lines in, there's nothing like that. It's completely organic, except for some of the modulations that this guy is working with. And I'd be very interested to learn more about what exactly he is doing here, because he is adding some effects or layering or something like that to it, but he's doing it in such a minimal way that is really not distracting from how organic sounding this sounds. Like I said, it was meditative. I felt like I could just meditate to this. I feel like I could just kind of unwind and listen to this. It was also kind of creepy at first glance. Like I said, ritual sacrifice. I thought it was gonna be like they were gonna sacrifice somebody or something. And I mean, the gowns and not the gowns, but the get-ups and everything like that. Like they're dressed like Vikings or like old Indians or something. It's pretty wild and pretty damn cool as well. Yeah, I enjoyed this one. This was different. I've been doing a bunch of different reactions today, and this definitely kind of threw a wrench into the reactions that I've been doing. I'm like, oh, it entranced me. I got hypnotized by this. But, I really enjoyed it. I enjoy finding music like this because it is so different. And there's such a wide variety of all sorts of different music out there that I would have never stumbled upon if it wasn't for you fine folks, out there leaving me these comments and saying, hey, check this one out. Hey, you want to see something interesting? Check this out. And I truly appreciate that. You guys taking the time out of your day to actually comment and say, hey, you might like this one, literally makes my day because I'm like, oh, cool. Another one to add to the list and to check out. And if you have any other suggestions for me, man, I would truly appreciate it if you put it down in the comments and just let me know because I'm constantly on the hunt for finding new music or something interesting or something that's just not readily available here in America where I'm from. So this was cool. This was very cool. If you enjoyed your time with me today, please consider liking and subscribing. I do this sort of thing all the time and I'd love to hang out. All right, guys, I'm going to catch you out on tomorrow's video. Good night, everybody.